Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is a cheats project. Oh, it's so not a cheats project, but it's a really cute project. This is a sweetie bag for one of my little boys for when they go camping. It's that time of the year. It's summertime, which doesn't really mean very much in the UK, but it's the time of year when my husband takes the 3 older boys off camping pretty much every available opportunity he's got. And when they're there, they like to have treats, they like to have sweets. And sort of born out of something that my mum and dad did for myself and my 2 older brothers when we were youngsters and when we went on holiday. After tea, they would open up a tin of sweets, and it was known as the sweetie round. And we would pass the tin round, and we would each have 1 sweet each. And they would be penny sweets and chews and things like that. And these days, you can't really get penny chews and sweets and things. And, you know, it's just not as easy to do that kind of thing. But we still do it as a family. We still have sweetie round. But instead, I decided I was going to make them little treat bags, and they could have 1 each. So they could take... So my husband would take 2 bags for each child with him, and then give them 1 on one night with a few sweeties in, and 1 on another night. And I'll show you inside. There are some sweeties in there. Can you see that? There are some sweeties in there. It's a bit of a dull day. See, typical British summer. No sunshine. Anyway, and it was sort of in conversation with one of my boys, and I was looking at them. And he said, "Oh, look, Mum, that's like our guy ropes that hold our tents down." So we decided to go with that, and then we brought in the stamp set, the Great Outdoors, because it's very much camping. And that's kind of how it all grew and came about. But it's using the Celebration Basics kit. I'm going to have to bring it in on the catalogue because it's too big to put on the table. It's using this kit here, which comes with the banner. So all of the banner parts are here. And then all of the letters, which I've lost, I've put them down somewhere. Where are they? They're all here. So you can create your word, celebrate, and then you string it along this rope. Now, you know, they're not going to stick a banner up in a tent. This is going to be my husband, 3 boys and a load of quad bikes. But we decided that we were going to work with this, and it comes with the bags. Let me just move everything off my cluttery desk. Comes with 10 bags, and then 10 tags that you attach, and 10 labels should you want to do that. You can, if you are going to do this for a party, you can buy add-on bits, so you can buy the invitations that match and the celebration bits, so you can create these banners. I have got them, but I haven't used them on this project because this was very much about boys and rugged and ropes and stuff and sweeties, because little boys all like sweeties. So I'm going to move that off my desk and bring back in 1 of these bags and 1 of these tags and some Whisker White, and I'm going to brave the blender pens again, because I'm going to stamp this image and then I'm going to colour it. Oh, fingers crossed. I so need to practice. I just have no time to practice. So I've got the camping gas light. Not that they particularly have a camping gas light that is like that, but you know, open flame and small child, never very good. So I'm stamping it in, which colour? Early Espresso. And I'm just going to waft that around for a second just to let it doubly dry down. And I'm going to punch it using the decorative label punch. And I'm going to sponge the edges actually while I've got it here. And again, I just want it to dry just for a few seconds. Not that it's particularly wet, but I know what I'm like with blender pens. I smudge. So I'm just coming around the edges. And because you've got 10 of these in a bag, and all the other bits and pieces, they're great for children's parties. You don't have to fill them with sweeties. You can put all sorts in them. It doesn't have to be like that. Right, my 2 inks. I have got crushed curry for the flame, and I've got wild wasabi for the green, and that's because we have got a green camping lamp. This bit I need here. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of ink, and I'm just going to go over the bits that have got the sort of sketching on. That's here. This is obviously, you know, where the shadow would already be. And now I'm going to blend the colours a bit. I'm just picking up a tiny little bit on the tip of my blender pen. And I'm going to scribble off to clean it. And I'm going to come back in with the crushed curry this time. And I want the flame obviously to be the brightest. And I'm going to take the outside parts here. Just come round. And I'm going to avoid the candle. Who would have a candle with a tent? Mind you, it would be like my husband with a barbecue. It's just as bad. Potential for kaboom. It's pretty huge with him. Barbecues and firelighters. Right. Dimensionals. What have I done with them? I've put them somewhere. They're here. So those on, 2 of those on the back of there. And onto there. And then I'm going to fill the bag with not very many sweeties left over because I might possibly have nibbled a few while I was prepping. Only 1 or 2. So your sweeties in the bag, or the treats, you know, I mean, you can put a tiny little colouring book in there. I know Jacob, my 5-year-old, would love that. And then I'm just folding over about an inch, about 2.5 centimetres, maybe 1.5 inches. Fold it over, and then I've got this sort of lovely ropey string stuff. I'm just going to tie it out and tie it in a knot. It's not anything major. This is me. This is Bose. It just doesn't happen. Oh, I've got my fingers all tangled in a knot. I would have never made a girl guide, would I? It's on there, and then I'm going to stick a dimensional on the top corner of the bit that I want to stick to the bag. So that's this corner here. Pop it underneath so it is stuck to the lid, to the top flap rather than to the actual bag. So it means they can open it and close it, and I know what my 5-year-old's like. He will just want to, once he's eaten all the sweeties, which probably won't take very long, he will want to continually fill it with things, and he will probably bring me home stones and treats and snail shells and stuff. But anyway, that is my sweetie round, thank you Mum and Dad for that, modernised into a treat bag for campers and for camping. And obviously you can see there's loads of images there, and it's great. I might actually stamp a load of those and put them into a notebook for Jacob, but that would keep him occupied. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope your summer's better than ours. Bye.